to tell you something. Sorry. I need to tell you something. A secret. About a place near where I live. Just around the corner, actually. You don't have to believe me. I understand that it may sound crazy. All I know is that I will never go there again. Not at night, anyway. For I have experienced what lies within those endless trees. I was 14. It has taken me 2 years for me to finally tell you this, and I hope that you believe me. I had heard rumors about the woods, and my mother had told me to never go there, not even in daylight. My mother told me it was dangerous to go there, whatever time of day it was. I used to always defy my mother, and so I went there with a couple friends one night. The walk there was fine. I was eager to go see these so-called dangerous woods. When when we reached our destination, my heart already began to thump against my chest. The woods looked terrifying at night. I stood horrified amongst my friends. I no longer wanted to go inside. The trees towered over us. Its branches were like open arms welcoming us into the darkness. It was too dark to see what lay within them. Not even the moon could light up the shadows. I had an uneasy feeling about the woods, and I begged my friends not to go in and that we should all go home. Well, as you can probably guess, it pissed them off. I had dragged them out here to go there, and now I was trying to beg them to back out. It's not like me to back out of things, but I did not want to go in those woods. We argued amongst ourselves. My friends were all against me, and thus we decided to go into the woods. And so we went in. The next morning, news broke about a group of 14-year-old boys who had been butchered to death in the woods. I felt nothing for them. I told them I did not want to go into those woods. I told them I had an uneasy feeling about them, about that place. I was scared. I remember it so clearly. The four of them had decided to tell ghost stories just to add to my fear. One told of a man who lived in the woods, who was a lover for children's flesh. He would take them from behind when they were wandering through the woods alone, and that's when my friends decided to run off. I chased after them, trying to follow their laughter. It wasn't long before my ears had guided me into another direction, and silence surrounded me. I was scared, so much so that I began to cry. Not something that a 14-year-old boy should be doing, but I was fucking scared. My eyes couldn't adjust to the light, and I was left standing in what seemed like endless black fog. This was how I pictured hell. I couldn't stop thinking about that story. I had horrible thoughts about how it ended. I was convinced that it was real. Terrified, I started a slow jog through the woods. I know it sounds stupid, but sprinting just makes me feel more scared. I had picked up a rather large branch that obviously snapped off one of the trees. Not much of a weapon, but it would have to do, and I tried to find my way out. It seemed like I had been running for ages. Maybe I had been running in circles. I tried turning around and running a different way. After maybe hours of running, I saw a light through the trees, a street light. I gave a sigh of relief and sprinted towards the light when something grabbed onto my shoulder. My heart stopped. I stopped breathing. My eyes were glued to the light. So close. I let out a tear. It laughed, and 3 other laughs followed. It was my friends. They continued to laugh and started to jeer. Out of pure anger, fear, and humiliation, I gripped onto the broken tree branch and beat all four of them to death with it. I couldn't. I could not see. I could not see their blood, but I could smell it. I smiled. You don't have to believe me. I understand it may sound crazy. Or maybe I'm crazy.